just overlook me. Yeah, if things don't pan out, keep it cooking. You're not a fan, but you keep on looking. Look, don't be concerned with what people saying. Be concerned when they don't care to say it. Funny how people will act like they know you, but they don't even got a clue what they're saying.
Yeehaw, soldiers. It's your boy, the Anime Sage, coming at you with another video. And this is Ask Sage number 2. So, you guys are probably not familiar with Ask Sage, but it's that time of the month where I essentially ask you guys to submit me questions via my Twitter, Discord, or Instagram. Although I didn't try Instagram this time because I usually use that account for memes and stuff like that. But, you know, it's like, you guys submit me questions, I answer them, you get the drill, you know what I'm saying? But they have to be more so general questions such as, what is my favorite color, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like what ifs and stuff like that, just like general questions. So, you know, that's pretty fun. Alright, I guess the first question is, what is my favorite anime? So, a lot of people might not know this fully, but, you know, well, actually, you guys can guess it. It's Naruto. Naruto is the first shonen that I watched. It was the first shonen I loved. I have video games of Naruto. It's Naruto. It's easily Naruto. Animes like Bleach and MHA and DBZ and like Hellsing Ultimate or Ghost in My Heart, all those types of anime staff know. But I'm more of a Naruto guy, so yeah, that's just me, I guess. So, and Naruto will always be my favorite anime of all time. So, yeah. Anyways, at Lane0474, I'll just say Shadow. What is your favorite what if you've done so far? And my favorite what if actually changed a little bit recently. If you would ask me this like a couple months ago, I probably would have had a hard time to choosing that, because choosing between one of my what ifs is like choosing between one of my kids. It's like, or having like, it's like not really cool. But you know, it's like after doing these two series so heavily and looking at the aspects of each series, my favorite what ifs that I've done so far is a tie between two: Whirlpool Naruto and Mjolnir Deku. Now, you probably are like, why? Well, Mjolnir Deku has a bit of a change up from the original MHA story. It's got Deku with the Mjolnir hammer, but there's just so many like different elements, such as, you know, talking hammer, talking scepter, essentially like boosted gear. And from I didn't realize that fully, but it was like the high school DxD with like the Mjolnir and scepter that I created in that world. And then you got like all these older elements I'm adding to the story, and also the Nordic mythology, all this other, and like MCU stuff and Marvel 4 comics. It's like so vast and expansive that I really like it. And you're gonna see like guys like Mirio get involved, and it's a really great series. And now for Whirlpool Naruto, I have made such a change up in the series that it's just very interesting, because the Whirlpool Naruto what if is really, really good in my opinion. Anko being Naruto's sensei, you have Karin as the main heroine, you got an OC as a type of guy who's trying to like support Naruto and stuff like that. It's really good, and also he's acting like a rival to him. Tatsumi is so, I think I'm gonna have so much potential for him. I'm really excited for that. But I've made the world of Naruto so vastly different that it's just nuts, and I can't wait to keep writing this series. It's so good. Now, that's the end of the Twitter questions. Let's go to my Discord, which I think I got the majority of the questions from. Alright. Sage, have you fixed the sticky keys? I get flashbacks and nightmares whenever I see that monstrosity. So, a lot of you guys might not really, you know this, but I kind of had a bit of an issue with something called sticky keys in one of my streams. I think it was either my birthday stream, or it was the stream where I had that title. And if you guys know the title I'm talking about, you know the title I'm talking about. But if you don't know the title I'm talking about, it was your loss, because that stream was amazing. But, you know, it's like, it was a pretty fun series to do. It was a pretty fun series to do. You know, it's real fun. But it was a really funny stream. Anyway, but I got them under control, so you know me, I get stuff down pat, so I always figure out how to fix stuff. Alright, next question is, out of every Naruto character, who would you pipe down, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So essentially, if you know what pipe down means, you know what pipe down means. If not, then you might be a little bit too young or too innocent. But so so okay. Anyway, so when I go into who I would give my gift towards, you know what I'm saying? I would probably go for Hinata and Anko, Prime Anko, not the Anko we see in Boruto. But yeah, so so with Anko Mitarashi, she's a very fine looking young lady, and she's very vivacious, and she's got that non-submissive attitude. Well, you got like Hinata Hyuga, who actually is a bit more submissive and could be very kinky, you know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty nice combination of a threesome, you know, if you got my drift. Anyways, okay, what Tatsuma, and that was submitted to me by the Reaper of the Hidden Mist, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, we got Tatsumaki Matora. Oh wait, sorry, I think I read that wrong. Yeah, oh wait, it was Reaper of the Hidden Mist. Okay, Tatsumaki. So this was submitted to Madara. Tatsumaki Madara. I want to make sure I said that correctly. Hey bro, what Pokemon type / aesthetic is your favorite? Also, what would be your ace Pokemon? So my favorite Pokemon type is Dragon, and it's not even close. I love fire types. I love water types, but I love dragons more. However, my favorite Pokemon of all time isn't a dragon type. It's actually Typhlosion. It's kind of weird, but I really just love the concept of dragon type Pokemon. Their rarity and they're dragons. Like I love dragons so much. And my ace Pokemon would either be Typhlosion or Garchomp. Garchomp was such a menace in the Pokemon Platinum and Diamond and Pearl games. Meanwhile, like Typhlosion is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So it's a battle between those two. So yeah. See, okay. So what is my favorite food? That was asked by Nightfox. So Nightfox, if you want to know, my favorite food is actually fries. I love French fries. If I could go for good fries any day of the week, and people might be like, "What?" So yeah, it's something I would like. It's something I'm like, you know. It's just like one of my favorite foods growing up, and I still love eating fries today. Although I don't eat them as much because it's not healthy. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I also then got like other stuff like, do I ever plan on like updating my profile pic? And but you know, it's like not really. But I could make a custom design if I want to do that. What is my favorite chip in general? Asked by Golden Gamer, my or anime edits. So I don't know if this answer is going to be a bit triggering for people because I feel like people might disagree with this, but I you know what? I'll just say it. It's Doritos. I think Doritos is the greatest chip ever created of all time. It is literally so good. It's just like you have this like little chip. You put in like these like cheese. You put in like whatever put on it like cheese dust, and then you just like can go through it. I've eaten like so many Doritos. It's so great. It's so good in my lifetime. Doritos is so good. Also, oh, he did also have like, what is your favorite soda chip combo? If I had to make chip combo, I would go with like Diet Coke. I don't necessarily, and people might be like, ew, diet. I mean, I've been used to drinking diet for like a very long time, and plus, it's like I don't really go for like the regular stuff. I feel like it's a little bit too sugary, but what I think people might have a disagreement there, but for me, it's Diet Coke. Anyway, I think the last question here is by Hakigan. How do you deal with criticism? So, how do I deal with criticism is a very good question. So, I just had to like take into consideration, just like probably added it in. Like I've made like an entire video of like where I can improve, and it was literally you guys being like critiquing stuff about where it can improve and stuff like that, and where I'm lacking. I don't care. And to me, criticism is probably one of the most valuable forms of improvement as a content creator. Now there's something called not so invalid criticism, which because if you're trying to make up stuff like, oh, you don't do this and this, but I actually do it, it's like that's kind of, I don't think that criticism is invalid. And at times it's very dangerous to like and at times it can be very dangerous when it comes to like criticism, because you don't necessarily want to be to handle it wrong, because then people are like, oh, you can't take criticism, but at the same time you also want to make sure you can like separate the valid criticism from the invalid. So that's kind of where I deal with it. And in terms of like criticism, that's a little bit more scathing, and I just kind of like play it off a little bit, but it all allows me to improve. I just like I'm a guy who has like more so like a thicker skin than a lot of other people, and if that give him credit for, so it's something I can really, take. It's and the next time I just improve and I keep going back to work. It's just like how it goes. And that's kind of how I think a lot of YouTubers should work on. This is probably where I'm segueing off into another discussion completely, but I feel like YouTubers can also learn to like take criticism a lot better, because criticism is, again, something that's very valuable, but I just feel like when people are faced with that criticism, they don't necessarily, they don't know how to handle it, or they just like can't handle it. It's just like very annoying to me, because I feel like it's such a valuable tool. And if you can't handle it, it's just like, how are you ever going to improve? That's just kind of where I'm at with criticism. And that's, I think, around the end of this. So, yeah, I decided to put this video together so you guys get something that's pretty fun, I guess. Something that allows you guys to be entertained for a day before I release What If Naruto is half Senju and half Uchiha. So that's going to be pretty fun to do. And yeah, that's probably around the end of the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Follow my Twitter at AnimeStage4 and join my Discord server, and also follow me on Instagram. All those social media links, which is Instagram is also anime_stage4, and the Discord link will be in the description, because again, it allows me to do this every month. So yeah, let's get to work on this, and I cannot wait for to do more of this once a month. I do like seeing you guys' questions, so see you guys, I guess, tomorrow. This has been your boy AnimeStage, signing out. Peace, Yorha, bye bye, peace.